Hello students, today I am going to discuss about a very important concept in the machine design, that is stress concentration. So let us see what is stress concentration. The introduction to stress concentration. So in a design of machine elements, the following three fundamental equations are used. So any design of component, there are three fundamental equations. So these are the three equations where tensile stress sigma T is equal to P divided by A. Bending stress sigma B is equal to M into I divided by I. And shear stress tau is equal to T into R divided by IP. So these are the three fundamental equations, are called as strength equations. Now the above equations are also called as elementary equations. These equations are based on number of assumptions. So to write these equations, there are number of assumptions. One of the assumptions is that there are no discontinuities in the cross section of the component. So this is the important assumption in writing these elementary equations, that is there are no discontinuities present in the cross section of the component. However, in practice, discontinuities and abrupt changes in cross section are unavoidable due to certain features of the component. So in practice, it is not possible to design any component without discontinuities or without abrupt changes. There are discontinuities and abrupt changes in cross section, and these are due to oil holes, grooves, keyways, splines, screw threads and shoulders, and many more reasons. Therefore, it cannot be assumed that the cross section of the machine component is uniform. So under these circumstances, the elementary equations do not give correct results, because these elementary equations are based on the assumptions, but in practice it is not possible to avoid discontinuities and abrupt changes in cross section. So these elementary equations do not give you correct result. So definition, so to avoid this error in results, the stress concentration is introduced. So the definition of stress concentration, before that let us see, this is one plate and it has a hole at the center, and you can see the stress lines which are uniform in A diagram. So sigma T is a tensile stress. Now see B diagram B, that is figure B, you can see at the vicinity of hole, there is maximum stress, that is sigma max. So at the vicinity of hole, stress is concentrated, or the stress is maximum at the vicinity of hole. So let us see the definition. It is observed that there is a sudden rise in the magnitude of stresses in the vicinity of the hole. So the localized stresses in the neighborhood of the hole are far greater than the stresses obtained by elementary equations. So in diagram, sigma T is nothing but stress obtained by elementary equations. But at the vicinity of hole, sigma max is there. So there is no consideration of sigma max in your elementary equation. So for that, stress concentration is introduced. So what is stress concentration? Stress concentration is defined as the localization of high stresses. The localization of high stresses due to the irregularities present in the component and abrupt changes of the cross section is called as stress concentration. So how to consider this stress concentration in your elementary questions? So for that, stress concentration factor is used. So what is stress concentration factor? In order to consider the effect of stress concentration and find out localized stresses, a factor called stress concentration factor is used. So it is denoted by Kt, and Kt is nothing but the ratio of highest value of actual stress near discontinuity. Highest value of actual stress near discontinuity means your sigma max divided by nominal stress obtained by elementary equations for minimum cross section, that is sigma t. So Kt is nothing but sigma max divided by sigma t. That sigma max means highest value of actual stress near discontinuity, and sigma t is nothing but nominal stress obtained by elementary equations for minimum cross section. So that is called as stress concentration factor, and this factor is considered while designing any component. In that component, abrupt changes in cross sections are there, or there is a discontinuity is present in the component. So in that case, the stress concentration factor is considered while designing. Now, what are the various causes of the stress concentration? Let us see one by one. So one is a variation in properties of materials. So this is one of the major cause, variation in properties of the material. So take any material or any component. So there you cannot see the properties are same at every point of the material. You cannot see like this. So in design of machine components, it is assumed that the material is homogeneous throughout the component. We assume that the material is homogeneous, but in practice there is no homogeneous material in actual practice. In actual practice, properties varies point to point. Properties varies from point to point. So in practice, there is a variation in material properties from one end to another due to the internal cracks, flaws like blowholes, cavities in welds, air holes in steel components, and non-metallic or foreign inclusions or impurities. So due to these reasons, the properties varies from point to point. So these variations act as discontinuities in the component and cause stress concentration. So where there are weak properties, weak mechanical properties at that section, stress concentration is there, and due to that, where there is a stress concentration, there failure of material will takes place. Where there is a stress concentration, failure of material which takes place at that section. So let us see the second cause of the stress concentration. The second cause of stress concentration is load application. So due to load application, stress concentration will there. So how? You can see machine components are subjected to forces. We know that take any component, take any machine component, they are subjected to forces. So these forces act either at a point. So these forces act either at a point or over a small area on the component. So the forces will act at a single point or over a surface. So since the area is small, the pressure at these points is excessive. If force is acting at a point, so pressure at that point is excessive. So this results in stress concentration, and where there is stress concentration, failure of material takes place at that section. Now the third cause of stress concentration is abrupt changes in section. So due to abrupt changes in section, stress concentration is there. In order to mount gears, sprockets, pulleys and ball bearings on a transmission shaft, steps are cut on the shaft and shoulders are provided from assembly considerations. So take example of shaft. Shaft is not there is no one diameter throughout the shaft. So shoulders are there, steps are there for mounting gears, sprockets, pulleys and ball bearings on transmission shaft. So although these features are essential, they create change of the cross section of the shaft. These features are essential. Shoulders or steps are essential, but they create change of the cross section of the shaft. This results in stress concentration at this cross section. So where there is a stress concentration, failure of material takes place at that section. Now the next cause of the stress concentration is discontinuities in the component. So why there are discontinuities in the component? So certain features of machine components such as oil holes or oil grooves, keyways and splines, screw threads results in discontinuities in the cross section of the component. So these are the causes of discontinuities, and there is a stress concentration in the vicinity of these discontinuities, and where there is a stress concentration, failure of material takes place at that section. Now the next cause is machining scratches. Now machining scratches, stamp marks or inspection marks are surface irregularities which cause stress concentration. So there is no any machining processes which give you high surface finish. Some of the components have high surface finish, but many of the components have rough surface finish, and that is machining scratches are present in that component on that component. So that machining scratches, inspection marks are act as a surface irregularities, and they cause stress concentration. Now what are the remedies of stress concentration? We saw in previous slides what are the causes of stress concentration, but what are the remedies of stress concentration? There are causes, remedies also available, because engineering is for solving problems. So stress concentration is a problem. Now how to solve this problem of stress concentration is nothing but engineering. Now see one by one, what are the remedies? So see one, additional notches and holes in tension member. So see in the figure A, there is actual tension member. Tensile stress or tensile load is acting on that member. You see the stress lines. At the notch, at center there is a notch, and at the notch the stress lines get close together. That is, stress is localized at the vicinity of notch. That means at the vicinity of notch there is high stress value. So how to decrease that stress value at the vicinity of notch? So see in figure B, additional notches are cut on that tension member so that the stress value get minimized or stress value get spread over the component, so that stress concentration reduces. In diagram C, additional holes are provided so that stress concentration is reduced. In diagram D, C, removal material is removed. I can see that is unwanted material, so I will remove that material so that stress concentration is decreased. Now let us see the second remedy of stress concentration. Fillet radius, undercutting and notch for member in bending. So let us see, this is the member in bending. Bending moment is acting on this member MB. So let us see in actual diagram, there are sharp corners. That is abrupt change in cross section. Due to that, see the stress line. So that stress line, we have to reduce the stress value at the corners. So see in diagram B, there is fillet radius. Due to that, corner is avoided and stress line spread over a component, so that stress concentration is reduced. In diagram C, let us see undercutting. Due to that, stress concentration is reduced. You can see the stress line. Now in diagram D, additional notch is provided. Due to that, stress concentration is reduced. You can see stress line. Now what is the third remedy? Let us see in shafts, how stress concentration is reduced. So drilling additional holes for shaft. Now you can see in actual diagram, there is a keyway in shaft. So due to that keyway, abrupt change in cross section is there, and due to that, stress concentration is there. So how to reduce that stress concentration? So by providing additional holes in the shaft. So by providing additional holes, stress concentration is reduced. You can see in diagram. Now next remedy is the reduction of stress concentration in threaded members. So how stress concentration is reduced in threaded members, you can see. Now in actual diagram A, you can see the stress line. There is abrupt change in cross section at the threads. Now in diagram B, you can see blank, then undercut, and then threads. Due to that, stress concentration is reduced. You can see stress line. Now in diagram C, there is total reduction of stress concentration is there. So reduce the diameter before threads and then threads. So the stress line becomes straight. That is, there is no stress concentration in the component. So these are the remedies of stress concentration. So I hope you understood the concept of stress concentration, causes of stress concentration, and what are the remedies of stress concentration. Thank you very much.